welcome to How Should I Know? I am your host, Justin Diodato, and tonight we have so many fun guests and so many fun categories. We make fun of NASCAR race names. We learn all about the vice presidency. We learn about ridiculous names for movies in other countries and find out about celebrity animals and try and guess which one's right. But in order to do that, I'm going to need a bunch of players for this game, so let me introduce you to our players. First up, EJ. EJ, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I am wonderful. Next up, we have Sonia. Sonia, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
All right. I'm not convinced, but okay. And EJ's name won't go away. We'll figure that one out. And finally, we have Shawn.
We're all in.
EJ, why won't your name go away?
I'm the most important.
Talk amongst yourselves while I figure out how to make that happen. Go away, EJ's name.
Maybe the escape button. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's your system telling me I should get some points.
It probably is, but I need to do a bunch of crazy stuff in order to fix this. So, yeah, you guys just sort of... EJ, tell people about you while I figure this out, since your name's on the screen.
Cool. My name is EJ. I work for a scenic design company, and we do a bunch of different installs for things, mostly local news stations. I work for Devlin Design Group. What else? I'm running the Brooklyn Half Marathon in May. So,
Yay.
Yeah, that's going to be really fun. I'm training for that right now.
And there we go.
Yeah.
Cool. Now I've solved it. Thank you, EJ. I appreciate you filling for me, and great filling. I want to know about you. Yeah. So Sonia, tell people about you.
Hi, I am Sonia. I am a dog mom. My dog's name is Donatello, but I call him Telly. He's being well behaved right now, sitting on the couch and watching his mom do this game show. Yeah. So I'm very excited to be here, but I will be honest, I am here to win.
All right. And Shawn, what do people need to know about you?
Well, I'm excited to be here. I cleared my whole day for this.
Okay, you did a lot of studying?
No, I just didn't. I just canceled everything that I had to do previous to this, and I'm excited to get in at least third place.
All right, I think that's an attainable goal, a very attainable goal.
Nice.
For folks who have not seen the game show before, what's going to happen is we're going to go through 4 rounds, 5 questions each. I'm going to give these guys an opportunity to get the correct answer. I'm going to give these guys an opportunity to make fun jokes. Points are awarded for both, for accuracy and humor. And points are sometimes awarded just because. Like EJ had asked for points before, and there you go. Points.
Wow.
Whoa.
So,
amazing.
but just know
100.
you can only ask for points like that once. So, it's got to be different and interesting the way that you ask for points. So, Here we go. Are you guys ready to get into the show?
Can Sonia have points?
Yes. Yes, she can. But again, that only works once. So,
yep.
Shawn, you're already behind, but I'm
ready.
Good luck. All right.
Third place, here I come.
Let us get into our first round, which is Fast Car, Stupid Name. In this round, I'm going to give you the names of 2 possible NASCAR races. And when I say NASCAR, I don't mean just like the big one, because there are 3 rounds. There's like the majors, the minors, and then there's truck racing.
Wow.
All 3 of those count as professional car racing. So this name can come from any one of those 3. I will call on y'all, and then but everybody's going to get an opportunity to answer. So EJ, I'm going to come to you first, and your choices are the beef it's what's for dinner 300 or the pork the other white meat 300. Which of these is a real race, and why do you really enjoy that race?
Beef, it's what's for dinner for 300, easy. I mean, that's really what all these races are about, beef at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Cool. Sonia, what's your take on it?
Oh, this is a tough one because they're both delicious.
Sure.
Yes. I'm gonna go with beef.
You're gonna go with beef as well?
Yeah, even though it's ruining the atmosphere, with their toxic, noxious farts.
But why do you like that? What about beef is what's for dinner would be the type of race that you would want to go see?
Because don't they have cow hats, don't they? I think they have cow
Okay.
hats.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
And Shawn, what are you thinking?
Okay, well, since NASCAR is you're turning the wheel in one direction, right?
Mhm.
You're only going in one direction. That's easy driving. If the track had turns, that would be more difficult driving. And beef is easier to cook than pork, so I'm going to go with beef.
You're gonna go beef. Okay.
That's my logic.
No, that's great logic. And fortunately for you guys, you are all correct. Beef is good for dinner.
Nice.
300. So points across the board. And I am going to give extra points to Shawn because I feel like his explanation was spot on, and because he's behind. So
Nice.
I think that brings us up to 200 for you, Shawn, if the graphic works correctly. Brings us to our second question. Is it the call 811 before you dig 250, powered by a call 811.com, or sober hunting is best 300 by don'tshootyourbud.com?
Wow.
Sonia, I'm going to come to you. One of these is an actual race that is being run by NASCAR this calendar year.
I feel like this calendar year they're running the sober hunting is best 300 by don'tshootyourbud.com, and this doesn't necessarily it's not necessarily funny, but I feel like it all stems from a certain VP shooting or being shot. I don't remember.
Okay.
A buddy when they were down. Were they down south? I don't know, but
They must have been. They definitely must have been.
was to a human being as an animal of prey. So I feel
All
like
right.
sober hunting is the right answer.
Okay. I mean, given our second category is about VPs, that's good logic.
Oh yeah.
Good logic. Shawn, what do you think?
Well, hunting season is it's a specific length. It's a short part of the year. You can dig at any point in the year. So I think even though shooting people is dangerous, I think there's people out there who would want people to know more often not to dig. So I'm going to say call 811 before you dig.
Okay. All right. And EJ, what are you thinking?
I think Shawn's logic is flawless, but he just applied it to the wrong one. It's definitely sober hunting is best 300 by don'tshootyourbud.com, because I'm assuming this race happens right around hunting season, and so therefore they would want to promote this specifically.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
I mean, also, I feel like in the South, isn't it hunting season all the time? I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Legally?
No,
We're a
yeah,
bunch
that's
of
true.
Yankees. What do we know?
Well, I mean, NASCAR is one of the most popular sports, so we should all know this. The actual answer, Shawn's the only one who got it right, is the call 811 before you dig 250, powered by call 811. So points for Shawn, but I'm also going to give points to EJ for the confidence in which they got it wrong, because it was really sold. So points go there. Moving on to race number 3. And before we get into it, I just do want to call out from social. Joy is glad that she's not in this race because so much logic is being thrown around. All right, Shawn, I'm going to come to you first on this one.
Yes.
Is it the Andy's Frozen Custard 300, or is it Mark's S'mores More 400?
I don't know if we're allowed to do this, but I'm going to go all in on Andy's Frozen Custard.
Why the confidence in Andy's Frozen Custards?
I mean, I think Mark's S'mores More, I don't think NASCAR would have a rhyming name. I think it's too cute for NASCAR.
Okay.
So if I get it wrong, take away all my points, but I'm going to go Andy's Frozen Custard.
All right.
All in.
Okay. All right. Sonia, what are you thinking?
I think NASCAR would love a cutesy, rhymey names, to be quite honest. So I'm going with Mark's S'mores More 400 because, I feel like NASCAR also does things in increments.
Mhm.
And the Indy 500 happens, right?
Sure.
Yeah, so there you go.
Okay. All right.
I threw logic.
Yeah.
Throw some logic there, yeah.
All right. EJ, what's your thoughts?
Okay, so is it definitely Mark's S'mores Amore, or is it Mark's S'mores Amore, as in the Italian word for love?
It could be. I mean, there wasn't a pronunciation with any of these names, so.
Okay, cool.
It could-
I am choosing to believe it's Amore,
Okay.
and so therefore picking that because it's Italian.
Okay. And everybody knows that NASCAR loves Italians. If anything, they definitely
It's
love Italian people. Guess what, guys?
Well, Rome did have that thing.
Yeah, Shawn got it right again.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
More points for Shawn.
Rome had the first NASCAR race because wasn't there was chariot races?
Right.
Oh,
Italian.
yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Right.
Louise, sorry, Joy, you're being pelted with logic.
And I'm gonna give points to Sonia because she pointed out that she was using logic, and that makes the logic that much more
Fun.
serious. All right. Is the Live Free or Die Racing 300, or Virginia is for Racing Lovers 250? EJ, I'm gonna come to you first on this one.
Wow.
Virginia is for Racing Lovers 250.
Okay.
I wish I had more to go off of other than a gut feeling, but I just really feel in the core of my being that
Right.
that is the answer.
Because there's nothing more romantic than just going to your lover and saying, "Hey, let's race." And
Yeah,
then,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Shawn, I'm gonna skip down to you. What are you thinking?
This is a toss-up. Live Free or Die. That's New Hampshire, right? Is that where? I think that's New Hampshire's. Anyway, I'm gonna go with that one. Why not?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Live Free or Die.
No logic.
No logic at all. And Sonia.
Oh, this is a toughie. Because I feel like both races are very exciting. But I feel like NASCAR likes round numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably gonna go with Live Free or Die Racing. And again, sorry, Joy, logic just crept in there.
Okay. Well, before I give you the right answer, I just want to go to social again for a second. Joy pointing out these are good questions. I'm only putting that up because I spent a lot of time on them, and I want to point it out because for every right race, I need to come up with a believable false race.
Points to Dustin.
Yes. And points to Shawn for suggesting points for me. So.
Cool.
Muttering at the host.
But the actual answer is that Virginia is for Racing Lovers 250.
Damn.
So points go to EJ for getting that one right. And points already went to Shawn, so that's all the points I got for this question. Let's get to our last one. The Insane Chocolate Fudge Scotch 300 or the Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey 200. Sonia, we're coming to you first.
Wow. I like insane things. So I'm going to go with the insane fudge scotch for 3,000. No, 300. I don't even know math. I know logic, but I don't know math.
You're not going for any number of points. It's just that's the number of laps that they're doing. So you're saying the insane chocolate fudge scotch 300 is the real race.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's something NASCAR would approve of for sure, because going around in circles for that many times, you can be crazy.
All right. Shawn, coming to you next.
Well, I just want to point out real quick that Sonia said that she was bad at math just by reading a number incorrectly, but that's not math, that's reading. But I'm gonna go. So I got that right, but I'm gonna go. This one is also difficult. I'm gonna go Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey 200 because I have tried peanut butter whiskey. It is amazing.
Have you tried Screwball peanut butter whiskey though, or just...
I don't know if I tried Screwball. I've tried peanut butter whiskey. It is good. So I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay. EJ.
Also going with Screwball peanut butter whiskey because I am pretty positive that peanut butter whiskey is a thing. I cannot imagine anyone putting chocolate in scotch and not being murdered for it.
Okay.
So,
all right. I mean, Joy seems to say that she wants both. So if Joy's down for all of these,
oh no, that's about people in Scotland being uppity about it being scotch. If this was like chocolate whiskey, chocolate rye, then it would be. I would have a very different opinion.
Okay. So just so I remember again, so Sonia, you said insane, and you other two said Screwball peanut butter whiskey. Yep. It is in fact Screwball peanut butter whiskey 200. So points for both of you guys. And I think I'm just gonna leave it there. I think I'm gonna leave it there so that Sonia, you have work to do.
In my heart, I am a winner.
She's gonna make up some ground on the pet round. I just know it.
Yeah. I'm confident in that. So So our standings so far has Shawn in the lead with 600, EJ at 500, and Sonia, you got some work to do, but it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get there.
Okay.
Which brings us to our second round.
I never finish anything, so I'm probably gonna tank.
Okay.
I'm calling it.
Joy also did want to point out before we continue that she agrees with the sentiment from before that if somebody tried to put something in her Macallan, she would be very upset, which is true.
Yeah,
she
might
murder somebody. So
I'm pretty sure Kings County Distillery makes a chocolate whiskey. It's pretty good, or like a chocolate. Yeah, it's something like that.
Kings County, that's Brooklyn?
Yeah, the distillery.
Oh, nice. Good to know.
All right, our first question. How many vice presidents actually went on to become presidents? Shawn, I'm going to go to you first.
Oh, this isn't multiple choice?
This is not multiple choice. This is just you got to know the answer. Most of these are multiple choice, but this category is like real questions. That, again, I'm not expecting people to get it right, so if you're close, I'll give you points for it.
I think I know of two, and I think that there's probably a third. So I'm going to guess 4.
4. Okay. Sonia, what are you thinking?
I know this. It's 7.
7?
Damn.
You know it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And EJ? Sonia's pretty confident in her 7.
I was just going to say, Sonia's pretty confident in 7, so I think I'm just going to also go with 7.
Okay. All right. You could, but you know what? Sonia's wrong.
I'm a good actor.
Yeah. 14 people, 8 from death, 1 from resignation, and 5 were elected. And of the 8 that came from death, 4 were assassination, and 4 was a person who just died. So I did the math, and technically, if you're a fan of like Kamala Harris, she's got a 31% chance of becoming president at some point based on history.
I believe it.
So
that's fascinating.
Yeah, so she's got a shot. So so let's see. What do we want to do with points there? Because nobody got it. But I'm going to give points to Sonia because Sonia was very confident in her
I was
wrong.
about to say, she convinced me to be wrong. She deserves points for sure.
She tanked you on that one. So
Sorry. I'm going to win it, baby.
All right. The president lives in the White House. Where does the vice president live? Now, I will state that up until I think it was 80 years ago, the vice president didn't live anywhere. They just lived wherever the hell they felt like it. But now there's a specific home for the vice president. Where is it? EJ, I'll go to you first.
I should know this answer because I watched all of The West Wing.
Mm-hmm. Where they definitely went to the vice president's house all the time.
I feel like I'm afraid to say it because I feel if I'm wrong, I'm gonna feel dumb. But I'm gonna go with Valley Forge.
Valley Forge. Okay. All right. That is an answer. Sonia, what are you thinking? And I want to help you out because I want to go to social for a minute just to, to give you a chance. Joy is saying the beige house, which is an option that you can take or leave. Sonia.
Yeah, I was thinking either eggshell house or off-white house. But no, the VP lives in Maryland.
Maryland. Okay, that's the.
I mean, they can't. I don't think they live in DC proper, only because if the president, whatever deity you believe in or not believe in, God forbid, is like, want to keep the vice president safe.
Okay, so what we're saying is that the president lives in a specific house, and the vice president lives somewhere in the state of Maryland that we're not allowed to know.
Well, the question is phrased, where does the VP live? It doesn't
Right.
say what kind of house he lives.
Oh, true.
Fair.
Logic!
Okay, Shawn, what do you got? Just knowing that.
I feel like if you would have asked me this on a different day, I would have known it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called. I think Navy is in the word or in the. I think the vice president lives in the Navy Observatory.
Okay.
It's got some weird name like that.
Okay. Guys, guess what?
Sean's right.
The U.S. Naval Observatory.
As soon as he said it, I was like, damn it.
Where's that located? Is it in Maryland?
Yeah,
Somewhere?
it's in DC. It's just like down the block.
Oh, so I feel like I'm owed points.
But you said specifically it wasn't D.
Right. I'm going to give points to EJ just to punish you because I tried to help you by saying, hey, maybe go with like a location as opposed to a state. So that's how points are going for that one.
My plan had backfired.
After the vice president and the Speaker of the House, who is next in line to become president? I will give you points for knowing the name of the position and knowing the name of the person.
Oh man.
Sonia, I'll go to you first.
But why?
I don't know, because I'm hoping that you know the answer. That's what I'm going for.
After the vice president and the Speaker of the House, the next person in line to become the president
Yes.
is a school teacher that's on a spaceship in Battlestar Galactica. That's awesome.
That's as close as you're gonna go. Okay.
I just botched my answer because I don't know. I don't know government. Sorry.
Okay. No problem. EJ, what are you thinking?
I think it's the Secretary of State.
Okay. Who is?
I don't know.
Okay.
I
All right.
should know.
That's
I
fine.
don't.
That's fine. Shawn, what do you think?
It's definitely someone in the cabinet. And I'm gonna say Secretary of the Interior. I'm taking a blind stab at it. And is that Buttigieg? I don't remember.
I believe he's transportation.
All right. Well, I'm going Interior.
Okay.
I know it's wrong.
So I'm trying to figure out where I want to go with this. The actual answer is none of those. It is the President pro tempore, who is also the longest running senator. That is the person who is technically considered the president of the Senate when it is not Kamala Harris, or the current vice president.
Senator Palpatine? Oh no.
Which EJ, I feel like I've yelled that at you at some point.
You absolutely have.
So, all right. I'm going to give the points to EJ on that one because Secretary of State is the next person along the list.
Yeah.
So, that's where the points are going for that one. But don't worry, Sonia, points are coming your way. I promise.
Question.
Yeah.
You actually yelled at EJ?
Yes, I have.
You screamed at them saying President pro tempore?
Yeah, just because that particular position will go to whoever is the most senior. So there was a period of time where, like, that super racist senator, I forget what his name was, the guy who like ran against civil rights, was the president pro tempore. So it was like it was a period of time where I was like, Jesus Christ, like nobody died.
Yeah, because we were trying to figure out, like, all right, how far down the line, like when Trump was still president, how far down the line do we have to go before we get someone who isn't the worst?
Right.
That's a good
Yeah.
Enjoy.
What a fun game! What a fun game to
Yeah.
put yourselves through.
Joy threw in Tay Leone, who is Madam Secretary and therefore Secretary of State. All right. Question number 4. Who's the only VP to personally kill someone while in office? Sean, I'm going to come to you.
Damn.
To commit actual murder.
I'm gonna say Grant because he's a general, and it was probably somebody older than that. I'm giving a hint to everybody else. It's probably somebody older than that. That's my gut, but I'm just gonna say Grant.
All right, Sonia, I'll come to you next.
Aaron Burr.
Okay. What makes you say that? Because he killed somebody?
Because he shot somebody.
All right.
Did it once.
Yeah.
You
Do
know?
it again.
Yeah.
EJ, what are you thinking?
Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney.
Shoot that guy.
I mean, he definitely had people murdered. There's no question that he had people murdered. The correct answer here, though, is in fact Sonia's answer. It was Aaron Burr.
No
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
What they don't get into in Hamilton is that Aaron Burr was fucking vice president when he dueled Alexander Hamilton and killed him. So like in his whole like you ruined my career, you're vice president right now, Dick. Like that's your career isn't bad. Your career's doing pretty well if you're vice president. So,
I like how Sonia is confident when she's wrong and then surprised when she's right.
I know, it's a great energy. I love it.
all right, question number 5 in this category, and then we'll get back onto silly ones. How many vice presidents have been charged with treason over the course, not while they were vice president, but were charged with treason at some point in their lives? EJ, I'll come to you first.
I'm gonna go with 11.
11. Okay. All right. That's a bold high number.
That other number was way higher than I thought, so I'm biasing up on that.
All right. I'll go to you next, Sean.
This is a trick question. I'm going 0.
0. All right.
Yeah, and I'm confident about that.
Okay. You gonna bet all your points again, or are you?
No.
Okay. And Sonia, what do you
I'm
think?
gonna say I want to say 2.
2? Okay. Which 2? You get double the points if you can tell me which 2. Actually, you know what? You get 1,000 points if you can tell me which 2 because I don't think anybody knows.
Stop. Jeez. Now all the vice president names have just like flown out of my head. I can't think of any.
Okay. I won't.
Nixon. Was Nixon a vice president at one point?
He was a vice president at one point, and he got into a scandal before he was vice president, but not while he was. The actual answer, you are right, Sonia. It is 2.
Whoa.
John Breckenridge. He joined
Burr again.
Yeah, Burr, and not for murdering somebody, but because after he left, he tried to take the Louisiana Territory and be like, hey, why don't we just make our own country? And people were like, no, that's not how that works. He was ultimately acquitted, but he was in fact tried for treason. He did no time or really ever get tried for murdering Hamilton. He only got in trouble for trying to convince the Louisiana Territory to go away.
But it was a duel, right? Wasn't that like legal at the time, or no?
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, he was charged with a crime. He just never like nobody ever did anything about it. So points go to Sonia. And you know what? Another set of points go to Sonia so that it's all tied halfway through the game. Because why not? Which I'm not even going to go to the standings now because what's the point of going to the standings when I just told you guys what's happening? But it is at this point that I say to everybody, hey, if you're enjoying the show, don't forget to like and subscribe. Somewhere down here is a like and subscribe button. I'm not good with spatial things, but like hit them, and there's like a little bell, and it'll remind you when the shows are happening and all that. Please do that. It'll make us very happy. Yeah, and send us cash. Also send us cash. Which brings us to our round 3 for one of my favorite games, which is Lost in Translation, where I will give you the title of a movie as it was translated in another country, and then you will tell me what the name of that movie actually was. So, Let's
These
get into
popular
it.
movies?
His powerful device makes him famous. Yes, they are all very popular movies that you will very well know. His powerful device makes him famous. EJ, I'm going to come to you first.
Iron Man.
Iron Man? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Sonia, what are you thinking?
I don't know. His powerful device makes him famous. Men in Black.
Men in Black? All right. All right. Shawn?
I'm going RoboCop because if it's not, if
Oh.
RoboCop isn't this answer, I bet it's an answer for one of the other ones. I'm going RoboCop.
I won't spoil it, but I will say you guys all got it wrong. The actual answer is more hilarious, admittedly, than the choices that we've given. It is Boogie Nights.
Stop. No way. That is so funny.
I'm going to give points to Shawn because I like references to RoboCop. So,
Nice.
hey, where are the babies? As translated in Sweden. Sonia, what do you think? What movie was called, Hey, where are the babies?
Children of Men.
Okay.
Wow, that's
All
a good guess.
Yeah.
I like that answer. EJ?
I think Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Honey, I
Oh,
Shrunk the
that's a
Kids.
good one.
Damn, yeah.
That is another excellent answer. Shawn, can you beat those answers? And
Well, no, that was my gut guess as well. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's what I want to go with. Final answer.
okay, final answer.
But I think Children of Men, if that is not right, I think she should get points for creativity for that one. That's really good.
Okay. The actual answer is Swingers.
What?
So I will give those points to Sonia, and I'm gonna give points to EJ for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids because both of those
I'm
things.
so flabbergasted. Like, where did Swing?
Yeah, how did they get there?
Because they were looking for chicks the whole time.
Chicks.
Yeah.
Oh, but why is it called Babies?
Oh.
Because I think they were calling them babes, and it's translated from Sweden. So all the names
Lost in
are weird.
translation.
So
Joy said Handmaid's Tale.
yeah. I believe the next one, I'm going to give you the answer in the question, but you have to tell me which in the sequence this movie was. If I'm remembering the next question correctly. Austin Powers, the spy who behaved very nicely around me in Malaysia. Shawn, I'll go to you first.
What was the second one called? It was Austin Powers, the Spy Who Shagged Me. What was the second one? Does anyone
I
remember?
got to stay out of this, so I'll let you guys fight it out.
Do you, EJ, Sonia, do you remember the name of the second one?
I don't.
The only other
Gold something.
Goldfinger. All right, well, I'm going to go
That
with the
was
second one.
007, sorry. Gold something.
I'm going to go with the second one. It's the second Austin. That's what you're asking us, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Which of the Austin Powers? What was the name of the Austin Powers movie that this references?
Oh, we have to give you the name? I thought
Yeah.
you said you. I thought you said you wanted the sequence.
No, just that this is the translation of one of the Austin Powers movies. What movie is it translating from?
All right. Well, then I'll do Austin Powers: The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Okay.
That's, yeah.
Sonia?
I'm gonna go with Shawn and say yes, because shagging could be, like haircut or just a tussle on the hair on the head or something like that. I don't know.
It's also a dance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Like the fook. Or the fook.
And EJ?
I'm gonna say Austin Powers, the spy that loved me, knowing absolutely nothing about Austin Powers movies, or if that is even actually an Austin Powers movie.
Mm.
Okay. All right. It is not.
not?
It is not. But the spy who shagged me
Yeah.
is.
Yay!
Yeah.
So points are gonna go to Shawn and Sonia for that one, for getting it right, and no points go to EJ because they gave you the answer. You could have just kept saying it, and it was so close. So
It seemed too obvious, to be honest, after the other ones.
it did. Don't worry. The other ones are going to go back to being ridiculous. Don't worry.
DJ throwing logic! Woo!
Just send him to university unqualified. If you guys get this, again, it's 1,000 points because this one doesn't make sense to me either. But this is how trying to translate it. Just send him to university unqualified. Sonia, go for it.
Oh boy. This has. I wonder if this is a Medea movie. I want to say it's probably a Will Ferrell movie. What's that Will Ferrell movie that was where he went to college, and then he had fraternity brothers.
Right. Yeah.
What was that called?
I forget. I'm trying to help.
I know. I'm
I
sorry.
remember.
I forgot what it was. I don't know.
Joy is offering up Undeclared as a possible option.
Okay, I'll go with Joy. Undeclared.
Yeah, or that one with Ryan Reynolds, Van Wilder, I believe is what you're going for.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna go with Undeclared. EJ?
I'm gonna go with Accepted.
Accepted. What movie is that again?
Well, clearly that's not the answer.
No, it could be. It could be. I just don't remember what it is.
So it's about this kid who like fakes going. He gets rejected from all of the different schools, and so he makes one up, the South Harmon Institute of Technology.
Yep.
And they're the shit sandwiches.
Yeah. Sean, did you give an answer yet? I can't remember. They got so much going on. Sean left.
Oh no! Can I give an answer?
I think it's Encino Man.
Encino Man. Okay, Sonia, you can throw another answer. Go for it. What do you got?
I want to say Animal House, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Hey, give it up for Mike, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, dudes.
Yeah.
What's going on? I hope you guys like the Grateful Dead.
Let me give you guys the real answer. The real answer is Risky Business.
Risky Business.
Risky Business.
What?
But
So what was the title again?
the title was Just Send Him to University Unqualified, which is why I don't know how we got there. But points are going to go to Sean because Encino Man is a great reference, and I wish that was the answer. So, which brings us to our last one, Full of the Nuts. EJ, I will go to you first. What movie in Germany was called Full of the Nuts?
Oh no, I need more time.
All right, I'll go to Sonia. Sonia, I'll give Sonia so you have time to think. Sonia.
I want to say either The Gods Must Be Crazy or Nuts. I don't know.
All right, well, I'll take The Gods Must Be Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Sean.
but there was deity in there, I guess. I don't know.
Sean and Mike, what do you think?
Mike left. That was it. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's one.
Whoa!
I think it's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah, Joy's also throwing that out in the chat.
Yeah, can I change my answer?
You can, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with what Sean and Joy said.
Okay. EJ, we're coming back to you.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go with Watchmen this time, specifically the one where there was the blue ding dong, the whole movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I change my answer to Biodome?
You can.
No, I'll stick with it. I'll stick with my original.
Okay. All right. The actual answer is Dodgeball.
Oh.
Points are gonna go to EJ on that one.
Yes.
Because EJ worked ding dong into a sentence logically. So there you go.
I can do that a lot, actually. You'll be
I'm
surprised.
sure. Which means Sean's still in the lead, but it's very, very close. Sonia's made a comeback, tied with EJ, with one round to go, guys. There's one final round, one exciting final round, and that final round is what that animal looks like. Where I'm going to give you an animal. I'm going to give you two choices of names of one of them is an actual animal that lives on this planet right now, named after a celebrity. One of them is fake. You tell me which one is real, and give me a characteristic of that animal for bonus points. Cool? Cool.
Can you repeat the instructions again?
Okay. I'll bring up the first choice, and that will help. So, is it the Aletus shakirae or the Necator fergalici? One is named after Shakira. One is named after Fergie. One of them is fake and one of them is real. You tell me
Can I
which
go
one
first?
is real and give me a characteristic of said animal. Shawn, you can definitely go first.
Okay, they're both great artists, but I think Shakira is more likely. There we go. To have an animal named after her, and it's obviously like a bird that like shakes a lot.
Okay. All right. EJ, I'll come to you next.
I think nectar for fergalici. See, I was also thinking it's a bird. It's got to be, right? And it's going to be like a small
the
kind of
dishwasher?
hummingbirdy kind of bird.
He's out of the dishwasher.
Okay. Sonia, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna go with the Aloides shakiri. It probably has some hips that don't lie.
Okay. All right. So Sonia and Shawn, you guys both said Shakira, and EJ, you went with the Fergie one. It is in fact
It's a bird.
actually it's a parasite. It's named after Shakira, a parasite that will infect its host and makes its hips shake. So I'm gonna go with points to Sonia and Shawn, but extra points to Sonia because of the hip shaking thing, because that is actually a characteristic of said parasite.
Okay, so did they actually name it after Shakira?
Yes,
though?
they did.
Like
Yeah.
they discovered.
Whoa.
Right.
Wow.
As soon as they discovered that it caused the animal that it was taking over's hips to shake, they were like, "Oh, we got to name it after Shakira." All of these are very purposely named after said celebrity.
Do you guys want to know something funny about this guy?
Yeah.
He's on the run from the law right now. He shouldn't be on camera.
Well, I mean, there are definitely cops watching, so be careful.
Don't worry, they won't do anything.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
Sit in McDonald's and turn yourself in.
Is the Allogropta adelii a real thing, or is the Scaptia beyonceae a real thing? And what characteristics are there of that? Sonia, I'm going to come to you first.
I'm gonna say the Scaptia beyonceae.
Okay.
It probably doesn't have any mates. It's a single lady.
Okay. It's all right. I gotcha. I see what you did there. EJ, what do you think?
I also think it's the Scaptia beyonceae, but that's because it has a halo.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
And finally coming, Shawn, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with the Beyonce one. Yeah.
Okay.
And you want a characteristic of this animal?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an animal from Texas.
All right. Well, you're all half right. It is in fact Beyonce, and it's a horsefly. And because it has a big old butt, that's why they named it that. So I'm just gonna go with points across the board for everybody, and we'll move on to our third question. What's that?
No, I was just saying it's bootylicious.
It is. All right. Is the Conor Bregma Brad Pitt eye an animal, or is the Paravapula George Clooney eye an actual animal? I'll go to you first, Shawn.
Okay. I think Brad Pitt is a much better actor than George Clooney, and here's my proof. If you watch a movie with them, and you close your eyes, and you just hear George Clooney acting, it sounds like he's reading. But I think Brad Pitt actually acts. Anyway.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with that as the real thing. And it's a hot bug.
All right.
Like it's hot to the touch.
Before we continue, I do want to call on Joy again in social, asking the question: who is judging the bootylicious of horsefly butts? Science. Science. There is clearly a scientific definition of bootylicious out there. I don't know what it is because I don't have a degree in bootyliciousness, but scientists do. And
I studied the wrong thing.
right. there are people out there making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year judging general bootyliciousness, and we just didn't do it right. Sonia, which one of these do you think is correct?
I'm going to say that maybe the Paravespulia George Clooney is a real thing, because I think is he trying to be like a world ambassador or something like that?
I think his wife is. I think his wife is like crazy into that stuff.
And that's probably the reason why it's related to that, and that's the reason why they named this as a real thing. He probably gets around like maybe he's a Spanish one. I don't know.
All right, and EJ, what's your thoughts?
I'm also gonna go with the George Clooney because I think that this thing has some sort of healing properties or capabilities, and that's a little nod to ER.
Oh, all right. I like that. I like that as an answer. It is not correct, but I like it as an answer. The actual answer, in fact, the Brad Pitt one. So I think points go to Shawn for that one.
Like them.
Yeah, and it's just a wasp, and the scientists were just like, I like Brad Pitt. There was a poster of Brad Pitt on the wall.
Oh my god!
So
this is where logic has failed us.
Yes. But points are going to go to EJ because EJ was very convincing in their answer. Guys, we have 2 questions left before the finals. It is getting intense right now.
So we have 3 questions left.
3 questions left, but 2 before the final. I'm not going to try that first word, the Jimi Hendrix eye or the Bob Marley eye. Which one of these is in fact a real animal that is walking the earth right now? And give me some reason even why this would be called that. EJ, I'm going to come to you first.
Jimi Hendrix eye, and I think that's because this thing, whatever it is, it does something that's very similar to another thing but mirrored instead.
Okay.
Like, because Jimi Hendrix with the guitar, he played it the other way.
All right.
That's how I learned. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, that's a good point.
Sonia, what are you thinking?
Oh man, I really like that answer. Oof. It's really hard. I'm gonna tack on to that as well. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Because I was thinking about Marley, and maybe it was a bird. His 3 little birds. But I really think EJ's answer is spot on.
All right. And Joey is agreeing with you, but for a different reason, for the left-handed thing. Shawn, what do you think?
Well, this is kind of an audible, but I'm going to throw a trivia at the host. Do you know where in the U.S. Bob Marley used to live? He used to live in a state in the U.S. Do you know where he used to live?
I'm gonna guess Tennessee because it's a ridiculous answer, but I'm probably wrong.
Delaware.
Bob Marley used to live in...
Whoa!
Yeah.
Really?
He still has family there. Yeah.
That seems like such a ridiculous place for Bob Marley to be.
I'm sure the full story makes sense. Oh yeah.
I honestly just forget Delaware exists most of the time.
Right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Bob Marley for no reason other than I wanted to share that I knew something about him.
Okay. And it is good that you did because it is in fact Bob Marley. Points to Shawn. Basically, like Bob Marley had a song called High Tide or Low Tide, and this particular marine spider will only live in habitats where there is both a high and a low tide that's affected by that, so that it has water and then the water goes away kind of thing. So they figured, hey, that's a great name for that spider. Which brings us to our final question before the finals, which is the Agra Schwarzeneggeri, or the, however you say that, slystalones. Shawn, I will go to you first on this one.
Rocky is a great movie, but I'm going to go Schwarzenegger because he's just a bigger star.
Okay, so you think Schwarzenegger deserves to have an animal named after him, but Stallone does not.
Yeah, and I'm going to say that it's an ant that is like stronger than other ants.
Okay, all right. Sonia, what do you think?
The only thing that's throwing me off is that Dendroides sounds like a real phylum. Is that right? I don't know. Name.
For the record, all of these are.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, I did research. Yeah, all these are like real scientific names. I didn't just make up words.
Oh.
So,
So one of them actually is living and the other one is dead.
Oh, I mean, no, I just mean that like the agra and dendroides are both real scientific words. Both of them are the start of the name of an animal. Just one of them is finished with Schwarzenegger or slystalones, and you have to figure out which one it is. I'm just saying, I spent a lot of time doing research on this to make sure that I got names that were feasible. So.
Then you know what? I'm gonna go with the Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your reason for that being?
Maybe they wanted to impress Arnold because he was a political figure at one point.
Okay. EJ.
I think it's the Dendroides slystalones.
Okay.
And I think that it's like a spider or an insect of some kind that kind of looks like it's wearing boxing gloves.
Okay.
That's so adorable.
Jumping into social for a minute, Joy pointing out that she thinks it's Arnold because he always comes back. He does. He is very difficult to kill. The actual answer is, in fact, Schwarzenegger.
Man, I'm so bad at this one.
So, points go to Sonia.
I got like none right.
Points go to Shawn, which means going into the final round, EJ is behind. But I didn't point out that usually the third place person doesn't make it. So therefore, we're not going to count that as a rule for this. And we're going to have everybody go to the finals.
Cool.
Because why not? It's a good time, and everybody should have an opportunity to go to the finals. So,
can I give 200 of my points to EJ so we'll all go into the final tied?
Sure.
That's so nice, Sean.
Oh,
I just got to figure out how to do that.
I mean, you could just get us all up to 1,500.
Yeah, that's easier. I know that I could do it a different way, but I'm not going to. So,
Points for everybody.
So now, all right, there we go. Our final question, our how should I know question. Here we go. This one is whoever gets closest to the right answer. I mean, if you get it, then you super win. Now, Facebook is one of those things that's slowly kind of dying out. But before Facebook, there was a little website called MySpace. And my question for you guys is, today, in this current year, how many visitors does MySpace get on average every month in 2022? EJ,
Now?
I will go. Yeah, now.
Unique visitors or hits?
Hits. How many hits does it get?
Hits? Oh my god. Okay.
Right. I think it gets something like 1.7 billion hits a month.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. Sonia? Oh, I forgot my tense music. EJ, start over again. What was your answer?
Okay. 1.7 billion
Okay.
hits a month.
You know what? Just because I think the actual answer is in visitors, so we'll just say I'm just going to ask you to go to redo your answer in assuming just the number of people that go there.
Okay, number of people that go there. That is, let's say 150 million.
Okay. Sonia, with the tense music playing, what's your answer?
I feel like people would probably go to MySpace for nostalgia purposes. Does Justin Timberlake still own it? I don't know.
Does he? I don't know if he ever did own it, but if you say that he did, I believe you.
Some music person owns it, I think. I'm gonna say 75 million hits.
Okay. All right. And Shawn?
I've been here the whole time, but for some reason I was surprised when I popped on the screen for this one. I'm gonna go 400 million.
You're gonna go for 400 million?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Michael said 5 million, and I was like, no, it's got to be higher than that. 400 million.
So you're saying 400 million. Sonia, you said
75.
75. EJ, you said
she's muted, I think.
yeah. What did you say, EJ? I don't remember.
Sorry, 150 million.
150 million. All right.
I regret it, but it is what I said.
We don't know
Okay.
yet.
Okay. The actual answer is in fact 8 million viewers,
Wow.
which
Still a lot.
means it's still way more than it should be. But that means that Sonia, you are our winner.
Am I the smartest person on the internet for 2 weeks?
You are the smartest person on the internet for 2 weeks. You got it. It's 8 million.
Reigning champ.
Yes.
I don't know how to read.
Good job. You guys all grossly overestimated how many people visit MySpace. Congratulations to Sonia. Good job. You did it. You are our winner. Before we go, I want to thank you guys all so much for being here and let people know where they can find out more about you, because I'm sure all of our audience wants to know all about you guys. So, EJ, where can people find you on social, and where can people find you in general?
I mean, if you really want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, I'm at mx_EJ, but TikTok's more fun, and I have more followers on there for no reason whatsoever. So go follow me on TikTok.
Cool. And something about you're going to be in a magazine soon. Can you tell us a little bit more about that, or is it too?
I
early?
100% cannot.
Okay. All right. Well, then we will take that off the screen. Sonia, what about you?
So yeah, I'm still on Facebook. I'm a dinosaur. But I do have an Instagram account. It's at Sonia Nam. I do have a TikTok too. I'm hardly ever on it though. It's meaningless, sort of like Pig Latin. If you ever want to hit me up on that. What else? Oh, so I'm. There are 2 shows coming up for me. One is at the Armory on a Friday for 29 at 9:30 at the Tink. And I'm also in a show the very next day at 4 p.m. at the Broadway Comedy Club with Comedy Sports. It's short form improv. It's going to be a lot of fun. Please come out and enjoy life.
Nice. And Shawn, what about you?
Well, don't look for me on dating apps, because I'm not looking to date. I'm looking to fall in love. What do you think about that? Anyway, I'm on Instagram, Wickens, and if people want me to get on TikTok, I will.
Yeah,
But
guys,
I have to.
make it
yeah.
make it happen. And also,
Right.
people can find you at Stoner Morning Show, right?
That's right, Stoner Morning Show.
That's available here on YouTube and other places.
That's- Absolutely, yeah. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We have fun.
Awesome. Yeah. Guys, check that out. Well, thank you guys all very much for being part of the show. Congratulations to Sonia for being the smartest person on the internet for the next 2 weeks. And please check us out every 2 weeks right here on this channel, and every Monday the Super Important Show is happening. And again, we just want to thank you guys so much for being here and playing along and jumping up in the chat and doing all that. And we'll see you again next week. Bye.